Hey, I'm Claire, and I like popping tags. I started thrift shopping when I was in high school, mostly because I never had any money, so that was the only place I could buy clothes. But I think what I really liked about it, the more I did it, was that like so many things have already been produced in this world, so I don't really think that we should be producing more. So you can go back and buy things that have already been made or used. It's kind of like recycling with clothes, I guess. And I haven't actually been in a thrift store within a year, just because I haven't bought clothes in a year because I'm trying to consume less things. And so I think that thrift stores go along with the same idea as that, like stop consuming so many things so less things are produced, so we don't need to just keep accumulating more and more things. Most thrift stores they're usually like the money goes towards some kinds of charity, or at least the money is going to like a local like company or local cause. So that would be how they benefit the local economy instead of like massive companies that are somewhere else. The money that I'm spending stays where I am living and being used in my community. Whenever I go into a thrift store to look for something to buy, I normally look for patterns that stand out, because like when I look at a rack of t-shirts, it's pretty overwhelming because there's just so many. You're like, I'm never gonna find anything good into this. But you look for patterns is what I do. I got this shirt at a thrift store because I saw the cool pattern sticking out the side of the rack. So just look for things that are interesting. I guess a good find would be something that you couldn't find in a normal store. I bought a shirt at a Goodwill that it's like an XXL, like super big shirt, but it's got a bunch of safari animals all over it. It's tan with just like black outlines of the animals, and I think it's super comfy, and it's like the shirt that I put on whenever I'm upset, which is weird, but it makes me feel comforted. I usually prefer like not Goodwills. Goodwills can be pretty expensive. Like I could buy this, like if the same shirt was being sold at a Goodwill versus like a local thrift store, Goodwill would probably be like $3 or $4 more expensive. So I prefer local things just because it's cheaper, and like sometimes you can find weirder things at local thrift stores. The thrift shop smell makes me feel kind of gross. And like when you go through thrift stores, you get like the grime on your hands because they obviously haven't cleaned anything. So I kind of just try to ignore that feeling. You can also find some pretty interesting art at thrift stores. I bought like a big floral painting and then like put it white over it, and like I put stickers over the flowers with like letters of what I wanted it to say, and then I painted white all over it and then took the stickers off. And so I made some like recycled art out of something I found at a thrift store. Looking at wedding dresses in thrift stores are really funny. Normally thrift stores have like 2 or 3 and they're usually really, really hideous. But me and my sister would always like take the wedding dresses out and like be like, if we bought this, what would we do to it to make it like a presentable wedding dress now? Everyone should start shopping at thrift stores just because it's more fun. Kind of going into a thrift store is like a mini adventure. You never know what you're gonna find. Normally you'll find crap and nothing, but it'll be interesting along the way. And you should shop at thrift stores because lots of things from the past are still worth having now. So all those clothes that your grandma and parents wore, you can make them work again.